Hi there. In this video, we are going to show you how to get brand new business up, running and being found very quickly at the minimum amount of cost to you. So what do? Well, Google is helping lots of businesses and given you some amazing tools to be found. So let's go and click on here. You will need a Google account to do this. If you don't have one, you need to start by signing up for one. Okay, so you don't need to call them. You can just get started by just creating a business account for yourself. So I've been using it for varying different things over the years, and one that I added only yesterday is doing very nicely. So let's look at what can go on these pages and add a different location. You do need a physical location for this. So you need an address that can be published to, that people can visit, or you can tell it it's an online business. So let's start with a business name. Now, because it's Google, it likes what people are searching for. So one that I listed yesterday was all about cleaning. So we aimed it at that. Now, it isn't necessarily need to be the name of your business. So what do you want to be found for? I'm going to test something and hope I don't get into trouble for this, but let's just put get started with, it could be anything. Yeah? Now, is that what people are searching for? Now, if I wanted them to be finding to buy, I would be looking at what people are looking for that. Now, all of this can be changed, but before you get to this point, may I suggest you get a little notepad and you do a little bit of research of what people are actually looking for. You're supposed to read the terms of service and the privacy policy before you do the next step. So, where are you based? Well, let's put a physical address. And it's at this point you can hide it and say, it's just in Enfield, but you can't actually come and visit us. So add the areas that you wish to serve. So you can type in specific locations. Do you want to attract your audience on your doorstep, which is a very good place to start? I think there's a song about that somewhere, isn't there? Or are you picking a distance? You can put whatever you wish here. So I'm going to put that. Oh, it can only be 999. I've just learned something new. So let's just go with that. So business category, what are you? So is it a beauty business? Are you a beauty product supplier, a wholesaler, health and beauty shop? Actually, you're probably none of those things. You're probably a home business, but it doesn't want to give me that. So I'm going to go with beauty, and let's pick beauty product supplier. You can change all of these later anyway, but let's go with that. So contact number, what are you going to give them? Now you can give them your ordinary telephone number. You can give them your ordinary landline number, if anybody has such a thing these days. or you can get something specific for your business. Now, I'll show you how to do that in a different video, but it's very important that people can get in touch with you. So right now, I'm just going to put my telephone number. Now, I do have some Skype numbers which I could use. I'll show you what these are. And what they do is they will ring on Skype on my phone. So if you have a smartphone, and most people do these days, you can get all sorts of numbers that you pay an annual fee for that look like a landline in your area. And these numbers will act like an ordinary telephone number, but they will ring on whatever you have got Skype on. So it could be the fact that you have a Skype phone, which means it rings like an ordinary phone in your office or wherever. Or you could just have it that comes direct to your phone and rings on Skype. So let's just pick one of these for now. And then I can track what numbers are working. Now, current website. So in another video, I'm going to show you a very, very quick, simple and professional looking website that you can do for not very much money per month. Now, if you're running a business, obviously all of your costs can be mapped against your income. So do look at something that reflects who you are. So for the moment, I'm going to put a website domain that I earn. However, you can get a free website based on your information. Let's look at that as well. Now, you currently have a map. You can respond to customer reviews. You are going into Google search for maps. Guess where the first place people are looking these days for what you do? It's on their phone usually. And this particular tool from Google will come up in the top. Now, if you optimize this page beautifully, you will come to the very top of the search for what you want to be found for. Now, in this instance, there are 10,039 searches for beauty product supply in your area in the last 30 days. Ah, how scary is that? The one I did yesterday, I was over the moon with the 400 or 500 searches in that last 30 days. Very different audience, very different product, but oh my goodness. Now, how does Google know they were in my area? Well, I've set a huge area for this. So the one from yesterday was very focused, and the difference in the search doesn't mean there aren't enough people who want that. It just means that I set the bar very tight for what I wanted to be found for. Now, this is going to do something very exciting. You can now put in photographs. You can now post. You can now add photographs. You can now create ads. I wouldn't be doing that just yet, but you could do. You can see what other people are posting in your area for what you do. My listing has been verified straight away, but the listings that I add to it can take up to 3 days to be published when somebody will look at it. Now, the reason I've been verified straight away is I use Google quite a bit. I will do reviews, I will comment, I will do other pages, and I've been here for some time. It may take you a while to do that, but the best thing that you can do is start adding posts, asking people for reviews, and how cool is this? You can start adding what looks like a website immediately. So this is what people can see straight away. It isn't a perfect, all singing, all dancing, top of the range website. I don't imagine it will ever be that. But it is a start for those of you who have zero budget. This will come up in Google. It will be found. If you start adding keywords for what you want people to find, they will find you. Make it easy for them to call you, get directions to you, or to ask you questions, and you will be surprised at what actually happens. Now, I'm going to spend a little bit of time putting in some pictures for this, but I'd suggest you go out straight away and use this as the planning board for your real website that you're going to put out to the world at some point. So, who is your audience? Who and where are they? How do you want them to contact you? What do you want them to see? Why would they choose you? All of these are things you need to think about. And this is a perfect place for you to get it all together in one place, with some pictures, with the telephone number you want them to use, with the email that you want them to use, with the colour scheme that you like. You can play with it for free. So think about it. Have a play with something that is free. Don't spend forever on it. Just get it out there and be found. And then in a video that I'll do very shortly, I'll show you where you can go and do a fabulous website that will attract a much bigger audience and make you look very, very professional. I hope that's been of interest to you. Get in touch if you need any more help.